We're stepping inside something most people never look at. These star-shaped structures exist all over the world, from Europe, Asia, to the Americas. Different cultures, different timelines, similar designs. They're called star forts, and history tells us they were built for war, but that explanation raises more questions than answers. Depending on how they're classified, historians estimate between 1,300 and 1,700 star forts worldwide. That number isn't fixed, and that discrepancy is interesting, because it suggests we're still piecing together what truly belongs to this system. Those numbers only account for forts that are documented or still visible today. Structures don't always disappear. Sometimes they're buried, modified, or built over. If star forts were built strictly for defense, why don't they resemble castles? Castles were designed to protect people inside, thick vertical walls, walkways, keeps. Star forts abandoned that logic entirely. Instead of simple shapes, star forts rely on complex geometry, sharp angles, radial symmetry, precision layouts. This design doesn't prioritize comfort or shelter, it prioritizes control. We're told star forts were designed to resist cannon fire, but many historians acknowledge their design actually exposed more surface area to attack. So why use a geometry that complicates defense instead of simplifying it? What makes this stranger is that the same design appears worldwide, long before modern global coordination. The same angles, the same proportions, again and again. That level of standardization suggests inheritance, not invention. Another detail often overlooked is how these structures are described. Many star forts weren't said to be built, they were founded. Founded can mean claimed, repurposed, or rediscovered. So what exactly was being found? Star forts were not quick builds. They required years, sometimes decades of planning and construction, massive labor forces, precise surveying, long-term investment. But war doesn't wait decades. Historically, war is unpredictable. It erupts suddenly. Alliances shift, borders change. Most wartime defenses are built fast, temporary and reactive. Star forts are none of those. You don't build something meant to last centuries for a problem that can appear overnight. That suggests these structures were designed for long-term stability, not short-term conflict. It's clear star forts were used militarily. But use doesn't always equal origin. Civilizations reuse infrastructure all the time. Old roads become borders, temples become churches, and existing systems gain new purposes. Star forts are rarely random. They appear near waterways, trade routes, coastlines, strategic land nodes, not just controlling people, but movement. When viewed individually, a star fort looks like a fort. But when viewed together, they resemble a network of nodes, connections, regulation points. Not generators, but regulators. From above, pyramids don't stand alone. They're part of larger layouts, roads, causeways, satellite structures. To a modern eye, these patterns resemble organized systems. History is written in texts, and we know texts can change. Words are altered, meanings shift. Books are removed, and even sacred writings were curated. So why assume architectural history was left untouched? What if these structures once served a broader logistical or environmental role? Not magic or fantasy, just knowledge that didn't survive its original context. Take a moment and wonder, why do many historical drawings of star forts resemble surveys more than construction plans? They carefully document geometry, placement, and the surrounding land, but rarely show step-by-step building instructions. Which raises an interesting question. Were these drawings meant to show how to build the forts? Or were they simply recording what was already there? Because sometimes the oldest blueprints aren't instructions for construction. They're records of discovery, written by those who arrived after.